Just before the canyon appeared, I heard a faint sound, like...
Could it have been the central hub?
Hey, you, oh. New guys, huh?
Oh, hey! Paimon didn't realize anyone else...
You actually saw her? She's barely shown her face since everything started falling apart here. Oh, right. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ferdinand. Me and my... Well, we used to, until this whole domain was, like, flipped upside down, or whatever. The method we were...
Dia is working on repairing the domain. We were just with her before...
Really? Huh. I assume that she'd be curled up in a fetal position somewhere, hoping all her problems will magically disappear on their own. Good for her. Anyway, I checked all the stations around the whole circuit. They've all
conked out? How?
But aren't you just travelers who stumbled upon the... A mage?
Allow me to...
Okay, I gotcha. Well, right now the more helpers we got, the better, I guess. Anyway, our first priority is to get the carts here up and running again.
Oh? And why is that?
The roads here twist and turn so much that the best way to get around is by riding the rail tracks instead. Let me show you. This is what we used to make them. Did Dia bring you up to speed on these things? Yep. Basically, we need something that we can put inside that'll make a cart for us.
Like what? Can it be anything as long as it looks like a cart?
Yeah, you can put it that way. But one other thing is that it has to be compatible with the tracks.
So, something like... a sedan chair, maybe? How about you, Traveler? Any ideas? That would solve...
Wood's no good. A rickety wooden cart would be too dangerous.
Really? Hey everyone, come and see what Klee made.
Ta-da! Look! I made a cart! Wow! Amazing work, Klee!
Whoa! It fits the track like a glove too. Plus, it's a heck of a lot cuter than the ones that Dia made.
I just wanted to give it a... Paimon's gotta ask. What exactly? I used Jumpy Dumpty. Thought so.
Is there a problem or something?
It's just... this cart is made from,
It's a bomb or something, isn't it? Yeah, I gathered from your conversation that Jumpy Dumpty is a little more volatile than the cute name suggests. It's okay, though, because the end product only takes on the general look of the source material. So to be more specific, while different materials have different properties, most of them aren't transferred to,
It's okay! No need to delve into the theoreticals. Paimon just wanted to make sure we aren't about to end up like the, flying fish of Starfell Lake. Huh? Can we ride the
In a moment. We need a hydroidolin to power it up. Okay, she's ready to roll.
Whoa! This cart is fast! Chugga 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 woo woo! Yeah! I'm gonna call it the choo-choo cart!
The track is damaged up ahead. We need to make some repairs before we can go any further. Yep, looks like it's all reverted to a preprint state here.
Do you know why that happened?
Everything in this domain starts as a preprint and only takes shape after being illuminated but the hydroidolin that forms the tracks here has been trapped in.
So someone needs to go into the preprint and rescue the...
But the projector here is sealed off by a giant bubble.
That's the hydroidolin's way of protecting the device from damage. If the streaming projector
Aha! So for step 1, we need water droplet to help. Aw, it seems to really...
any
Leave that to us. We know what to do.
So the hydroidolin was locked up in that chest.
Yay! We saved 2 water droplets now. Whoa! Water droplet just transformed into some new tracks.
Good. Let's keep going then. No, the hydroidolins are like helpers here. As for my brothers, well... those two. You'll meet them soon enough.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated. I shall treasure this good fortune.
This is way more exciting than how Paimon usually flies.
Seems we've just about finished repairing the station and the connecting tracks. Let's go check the track switcher now. It's over there.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
Yeah, yeah. Allow me. Yeah.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
Oh, there's another spinny thing here. It's so big, but not as big as the one we saw. I bet it's something super important. I remember. Very good, Klee. You're using what you saw earlier. It appears.
That's right. Originally, all you had to do was flip the... But it seems Jeremy still hasn't fixed it yet. He sure talks big, but when it comes to actually getting things...
Is this Jeremy you mentioned?
Yeah. When I talked to him about repairing the tracks, I suggested we start with the station. Really, it made no difference which one we started with. But he just had to turn it into a huge argument. Let's see what he has to say.
If you ask me.
Yes, finally someone who can recognize that, rather than just shrugging off my ideas. Come on. Sometimes I can't help but get angry just thinking of Jeremy. You should have seen him back in the sandstorm. I suggested we go east, and he argued that we should go west.
You wanted a sandstorm? What happened after that?
We separated and each went our own way. Lucky for us, we stumbled across this domain. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have been buried in the sand.
Everything will get better once we get the switcher working again.
Still stuck here just as I expected.
Didn't I already tell you? Just have the hydroidolins fix the junction and then make a new cart. After that... Wait a minute, how did you get here? It took a lot of...
The answer is standing right.
Yeah, sure. Look, you never get anything done on your own. You always get someone else's help and then...
You're one to talk. What have you managed to accomplish, huh?
Whoa. They started arguing the moment they saw each other.
Me? His brother? Hardly.
All right, Jeremy.
Fine. I'd rather be focusing my efforts on fixing the track switch rather than arguing anyway.
You should calm down too, Ferdinand. Let's all focus on the situation at hand. Any personal problems can be settled later.
Fine.
I'm sorry you had to see that. My name's Jeremy. I'm one of the people responsible for taking care of this area. I assume you're the ones who helped repair the tracks. Thank you.
No need to thank us. We're just trying to help Idea restore the...
I see. Now that you and Ferdinand brought the cart up here, we'll need the hydroidolins to fix the area below.
Them again, huh? Seems the hydroidolins are...
Yes, of course. Not only do they keep the junction turning, they operate practically everything else in the domain too. All right. Seems most of the tracks and junctions have been repaired now.
Yep. So maybe...
What? You think you deserve the credit?
You're always quick to criticize my ideas and push your own.
And what about you? Don't forget it was Hado and I who took care of the mess that one time you impulsively tried one of your speaking of Hado...
I left early this morning.
Seriously?
Hey, come on! You didn't see him either.
Oh,
Klee?
I don't get it. Nobody did anything bad.
Who are you calling smug? If anything...
All right, I think we've heard enough from you two. If you insist on bickering, then I'd suggest you go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'll just cool you two off myself. Now, come with me. I'd like to have a word with you.
Phew. Don't be upset, Klee. There are many complicated situations in this world which don't always have a logical explanation. As a passing traveler here, it's not my place to comment on their dispute, but in my experience, family... Seems you don't like dealing with this kind of thing either, Kokomi. But it's still not right. I don't know how to explain my feelings.
I'm sorry. We've calmed down. You shouldn't argue in front of a child like that.
We're sorry,
It's okay.
Back to the topic at hand. Weren't you about to go look for...
Right. Our best guess is he's somewhere around the... We would have to use the junction to send the cart...
Sorry to trouble you again, but would you help us find him?
Oh.
Hey, come on, you two. You're brothers after all.
this is the end of this track segment. Otto should be nearby.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
Ah, I guess you had repaired the tracks and stations as soon as I saw a cart come zipping along. Now that the tracks, station, and carts are all repaired, we're about ready to reopen Torrential Twister. It will be good to see my...
You're in no condition to be out running around like this, Hado.
Yeah, but these are unusual circumstances.
That's true, but you should stop to think things through.
Exactly. If there's anything that needs to be done, you can just let Ferdinand and I take care of it.
You and Ferdinand? Together? It would be a miracle for you two to do anything together without fighting.
Hey, that's between Jeremy and me. No need to add fuel to the fire, okay?
I'm not trying to make trouble. I'm just saying.
Hey,
Don't worry. We're not arguing, Clint.
are you and Jeremy?
Hmm?
Why don't you just talk to Kaya's also worried about me sometimes?
You're right, but our relationship is...
Well...
Really?
We've been through this kind of thing before. If we didn't warn Hado, then he wouldn't take it seriously and something would eventually happen. As his brothers, we have to...
But it doesn't look like you're...
Huh?
Maybe Klee doesn't, but my mommy told me that you help someone to make them feel happy. Hado sure doesn't look very happy.
Klee's right, you know. You three need to open up and talk things through. You are brothers.
Just like when we were back in the desert. You suddenly passed out and Jeremy and I started arguing. I'm just worried that something similar could happen again. If you...
I know, but this domain is nowhere near as dangerous as the... I was thinking that if I could handle these problems myself, then if it weren't for my poor health and lack of energy all the time, then I wouldn't...
No need to feel guilty, Hado. This was our choice. The three of us love adventuring. Isn't that why we came up with the idea for this area? I would do the thinking, Ferdinand would use his muscle.
Draw the blueprints and build tracks. It'll be a safe way to see all...
Hey, what are you trying to say? You make it sound like I've only been trying...
The choo-choo cart is great.
Really?
You know, Klee, having the car zip along the tracks will...
Yeah, what an amazing...
Hey, Klee, do you want to...
Yay!
Looks like all three of them are trying to win Klee's approval now.
Klee hasn't realized it yet, but her innocent, childlike nature is very powerful. It can inspire and even help heal others. Hey, everyone. Please come with me. We need to get the hydroid...
Good. Torrential Twister is ready to run now. Let's go to the station at the start of the track.
Hato and I have double-checked everything. It's all operating safely. You can go for a ride now.
Hold on a sec. Before we say goodbye, I have something I'd like to give you all. It's a rock climbing rope. We used it on our adventures to...
Huh? But doesn't it mean a lot to you? Are you sure you want to give it to us?
Yes, of course. Please take it. Thanks to Klee and everyone else's help, we realized that there's a special bond that keeps us together. Even though it's invisible, it's even more important than rope. We can always hold on to it through tough situations.
Huh?
Yes, Klee.
Even bigger than that huge thing in the middle of this place?
Yes, much bigger.
Wow, that's huge!
By the way...
Nope. Today was the first time...
Is that so? I guess I'm not surprised. Seems you won't find Torrential Twister anywhere else. Be sure to come back and ride the choo-choo carts again while you still...
Yep.
This is even higher than I expected. The drops are pretty steep, too. Are you okay, Kokomi? If you're scared, just yell and let it out. We won't tell anyone. What happens in the bottle domain stays in the bottle domain. Looks like Klee's having the most fun.
That's so much fun!
Guess that. Wait, but if being able to fly makes you a mage, what does that make Kaya?
Nothing! Kaya's just the master thief.
Oh, right.
Sorry to bother our young mage, but there's something a master thief would like to report.
Uh-oh, I was having so much fun.
We're supposed to be helping Adia look for the missing components.
You mean you snatched it when we...
I didn't have to. In fact, the component we were searching for was actually that orange rope. If anything, you could say it came right into our hands at the...
Aw, do we really... Okay. Even though I want to keep playing...
That's our wise mage. Don't worry. Tonight, you'll be able to see stars in the water and watch fish dance in the sky. Seems Kokomi's out of it after that ride. Her face is completely blank and her lip was huh? I thought I was keeping my composure pretty well. Don't worry, my mind is always spinning. I'm used to this. we should head back to Idea.
How about we hold hands, Miss General? Klee will give you energy.
Uh-huh. After holding Klee's hand, the stars in the sky and the fish in the water have all disappeared. What? Oh.
I shall treasure this good fortune. Welcome back! Well, any good news? Oh, don't tell me! You've taken care of all the problems and now I don't have to do anything?
Yeah, we even rode the choo-choo cart. Do you want to come ride too? But maybe you'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'm a little tired now.
Seems she had a little too much fun and now she's about to crash. I think it's time for a rest.
Good idea. I think we could all use some downtime. Thanks for giving me some energy, Klee.
Then we'll see you later.
Bye, Miss Honorary Knight. Bye, everyone.
Well, it sounds like our young mage enjoyed herself. I'm so happy that she had a good time. So, back to the missing component. Did you bring it?
You bet! Kaya said that the missing component was this orange climbing rope.
Ah, it just occurred to me that you probably ran into the three brothers while you were in the canyon. If I remember correctly, the two eldest brothers were taking their sickly younger brother on adventures when they ran into a sandstorm and ended up here. They were all arguing with one another when they first arrived, but it wasn't long before they broke down and were huddled together in tears. They sure must have a lot of energy to keep up their bickering and adventuring every day. I'm a little worried about them, yet quite envious of all that energy.
You almost sound as if you're reminiscing about old friends, Idea.
Yes, I've known them for quite some time after all, but I seldom go to that area. You can hold on to the rope for now, Traveler. I have no use for it until we have the other components. By the way, Eula and Kale have also returned, but I'm afraid they weren't able to make much headway. They mentioned that they would like to head to the jungle north of here, once you have all rested up. Now that I've told you everything, I'll go rest. I'll go and check on the situation in the remaining two areas.
Do you need me to accompany you?
Oh, no, it's all right. You've already accomplished a lot today. You should rest up.
A blade embraces its duty. As a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade is like a team. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Hey, Kali and Eula! Oh, Adia is here too! Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon. How are you? Did you rest well?
Yep, this is a comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's better than the desert. But other than that...
Saying things like that isn't going to help it.
But it's the truth. The desert is full of terrible memories for me. Being there was like... yeah.
That's a weird way to put it. Actually, if you hadn't met... I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid. Almost as if we're in the rain.
Everyone looks well rested. If you're ready, we can start making our way to the jungle.
Good luck, everyone! I'll be...
Hold on. I said we, didn't I? No need to say goodbye, because you're coming too.
Huh? But wait, I'm just the mascot!
You can't back out this time, Adia. The manager of the fairgrounds is waiting to see you. She said...
Yes, Kale and I discovered
The person in charge of it seems to be a Spontamod scholar. A scholar? But what's she doing there? Researching the
Oh, I wish there were ley lines here that I could ever study. Anyway, I know who you're talking about.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
me open it.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
Hold the line!
Take flight!
I shall treasure this good fortune.
Kamisato art! Sometsu!
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitable.
Finally, someone has arrived.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Maimuna.
Thank you, Kale. It's been quite some time since I've seen you. If anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone.
Hey, you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Doesn't seem to be the first time Paimon's heard someone say that about Adia, though.
You wanna see me cry? Fine! I'll start crying right here!
No, please don't.
All right, I shouldn't have said that. Now,
And Paimon is...
They're reliable helpers. Lucky for you that I found them. You'd better be more careful about how you...
of course, good to meet you. You may call me Maimuna. For the sake of time, we should forego the usual pleasantries.
Wow! Look at that huge
Amazing, isn't it? I helped make it.
Really? Paimon knew you couldn't be so pathetic. You just act modest all the time.
What is it, Kale?
Sorry. I'm afraid it might dampen the...
That's not important.
Well... There are lots of vendor booths set up here, but...
The truth is, this used to be an exciting but just a few days ago.
Like, the word...
Yes, exactly. Something fell from the central hub into the tent and knocked down the crystal light that was hanging at the top.
Oh, the crystal...
Mm-hmm. I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful lights to celebrate at a fair. But once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess and the Hydro-Eidolons were trapped inside. Just when I was at my wit's end, a man from the Lawrence clan came and...
Wait, he offered to help you?
Yes, and he refused to listen to any of my warnings. He just walked straight into the tent.
Yes?
Yeah! Don't leave us...
And that's it. He became trapped in...
Oh no! We have to to do something!
I know, but the situation inside might be more difficult than you think.
Just talking about it is a waste of time.
All right. There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got shaken up, it seems the very nature of the entire place was altered. The lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down.
Wait, so you mean it—
Yes, mainly because of— Do any of you have experience being on stage? Once the stage lights turn on, everyone—
I can't stand that feeling. Having every—
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone staring.
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to let go.
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but there are still some—
No, there's nothing funny about that. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to care when other people are looking. That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. Only people who have high standards for themselves would worry about failing to meet others' expectations. You have many good qualities, Kale. I bet if you had to learn dance since childhood like myself, then you'd be an even better dancer than me.
No way!
I can relate. I know.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day, you will become an outstanding dancer too. By that time, you'll be so focused on performing your beautiful moves that you'll no longer worry about an audience watching you.
Wow. You are so passionate about this that she's practically glowing now. Really? You do that? You wouldn't think I look stupid and secretly laugh at me, would you?
You really think I'm that kind of person? Fine. Vengeance will be mine.
Oh, no! Of course—
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again. Anyway, you just need to open the curtain and...
Wait, what's the thing in the middle there?
That's my crystal light! It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
Crush!
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
Shudder! Beg for mercy.
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who has the audacity to utter my full name?
You sure don't look like you—
Yep. He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right. Even though he's hanging on by a thread, he still insists on clinging to meaningless etiquette.
You? What are— Have you come here to mock me, Eula?
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now you're intentionally trying to provoke me? Of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior and need no help from others.
Yes, thanks for the reminder.
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing at you from the corner of his eyes. It's my...
Okay. He's been trapped for so long that it seems he's forgotten how to hold a decent conversation. How ridiculous. Let's go. We'll leave the stage to this person who'd rather save face than save his own life.
Hey, no, wait! Halt! You cannot just leave me here. We're both of the Lawrence bloodline, after all. Helping me when necessary certainly won't tarnish your prestige. If anything, my embarrassing predicament will be overshadowed by your virtuous deed.
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you? You should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all had to come here.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way. They'll do anything to save face.
All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to step in. Here you go. One for Eula, and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Oh, the smell. It's just like the aroma.
Yes, that's right. Enjoying something sweet always lightens the mood.
Oh, thank you, Miss Mascot.
So he's willing to thank someone else, but not me.
Eula has been worrying about you the past few days, and asked me several times regarding how to find you. But now that you two have been reunited, I won't have to keep answering her questions anymore. Oh, I'm so happy.
Let me clarify one thing. I don't care what happens to him. If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then...
Eula will never admit that she actually cares about him. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then at least give me another piece of candy.
Oh, sure.
Sorry. I admit my mistake.
Why couldn't you have just said that earlier?
I'm back. Oh? All right, then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed. There's no...
I'll take him and find some place for him to rest. I happen to be a little tired myself.
All right. I'll leave my cousin to you then. You'd better rest up and regain your strength before we settle things, Lessig.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
A hydro-idolin! It must have been trapped in the curtain, but at least it seems to be okay. It is a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
Oh, another path has appeared! This should be the last level!
Yes, don't worry. The last thing we need to do is raise the crystal light to... After the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway makes it look a lot like the stage at the Grand Bazaar.
No,
I have. I've gone there a few times. The place is bustling with all kinds of vendors.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself. If only it were on the way back.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would be happy to take you whenever you have time, Eula.
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah! Now that Paimon thinks...
Really? My father used to help with festivities at the Grand Bazaar and would always give me candy during the events. I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I was happy as long as he gave me some candy. To me, I always thought my father was amazing and wanted to be just...
But aren't you a scholar in the academia, Maimuna? As far as I know, scholars seldom could spend time I doubt you could have time to assist your father.
Yeah, seems you read me like a... When I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my parents wanted me to be, I ended up choosing the
Huh. That's almost the exact opposite of you.
You must have already realized that. Why else would you set up all the booths here and make this place like a fair?
Yes, but I'm still not as happy as I imagined. I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are the main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is because... But my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair could be, so he wanted to... But in the end, I didn't do well in either. I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating ley lines in the desert. I finally had a chance to make my wish of running a fair come true. But after...
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. You have the courage to change. You've been actively guiding us. Someone who's given up on themselves could never do... Oh, Kale.
I understand my situation better than any...
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's just, believe me, this is something that I learned from my...
Oh? What are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing.
All right.
According to today's Forest Patrol route map, we need to head here first, then make our way over to there? There's a lot of writing.